Right, over here we think we've got the majority of the stuff. Some stuff we've got from Simon Furlong. Some stuff we've had to cross-reference ourselves. And we still don't know whether it's going to work. The only way we're going to find out is when we fit it to the car. And we'll explain what's cross-reference and what isn't cross-reference once we start fitting it. But the first step I think we need to do is fit the engine oil filter and the engine oil before we move on to anything else. So let's start with the engine. Let's go. So this is the oil filter that's come out of the Veyron. The first place to look is for the part numbers. We're going to ignore the Bugatti part number for now and look at who made the filter, which is a company called Hengst. And when you search that and the Hengst part number, you can't really find anything. Now the issue we have here is that you can see it has a pattern number on it. So Hengst may have made this filter for Bugatti, and because it's patterned, agreed not to sell it anywhere else apart from Bugatti. So our next step was to measure the filters, and we still couldn't find one which was an exact fit. Now there was a Hengst filter listed on eBay which did look really similar and was pretty close to the measurements, and I have ordered that, but turns out I didn't need to because Furlonger supplied their own oil filter in the Bugatti service, and I managed to get this one from them, which solves so many problems. I can now be 100% sure that I'm putting in the right oil filter. So in the filter goes into the housing. I've already put a bit of oil into the housing so it's not going to run completely dry, and then I can screw it back into the engine and tighten it up. One engine oil filter in. So far, I'm not seeing the 22 grand's worth. Next up is the 16 sump plugs. Each of these have got a new washer on, and I'm going to put them all back in. Okay, so that's all the engine sump plugs in, all 16 of them back in with washers. Now we can put the engine oil in. Then we'll move on to the gearbox. The Bugatti takes 10W60 oil, and I can see that because it says it on the oil cap. It takes 16 litres, but we need to fill 14, run it up to temperature so it all goes round the oil coolers, the engine and everything. Then if we need to add more, we'll add the rest. So the best way for us to find out how much oil it needed was just to measure the amount that actually come out, and it was 16 litres. Right, 14 litres in, and then we'll add the extra 2 litres once we know that's correct. We don't want to overfill it. So that's engine oil and filter in. Next step is all the gearbox stuff, which starts getting a little bit tricky. There was loads of different filters which go into this gearbox, so it's clearly vital that the actual oil that's in it runs really clean. If there's that many filters